thank you for joining us for Channel 6 News at 12:15 a.m. Today's top story is about cognitive maps. Recent studies have told us what the scientific definitions of route knowledge and survey knowledge are. Route knowledge is specific pathways to get to a certain place, whereas survey knowledge is global relationships between environmental cues. So the difference between both of these would be, for route knowledge, trying to get from point A to point B is using one particular pathway, whereas survey knowledge, to get from point A to point B, you use various different pathways. One of our very own is on the streets of London getting an interview with a taxi cab driver. Nicole?
Thanks, Monica. We're live on the busy streets of London in the hopes of tracking down a real live London taxi cab driver. Taxi cab drivers in London are known to have excellent survey knowledge. Here comes one now. Taxi! Hi! I'm not going to get in. Can I interview you?
All right.
Okay, are you a real live London taxi cab driver?
I am.
You are? Okay. So I just wanted to ask you, how long did it take you to learn the knowledge?
The knowledge? It took me about 5 years to learn the knowledge of the London streets.
5 years? That's a long time. How hard was it for you to learn the knowledge?
It was very hard. The officer at the public carriage office, he said that the knowledge of the streets is like a cup of water being poured into your brain.
Wow! Well, thanks very much.
You're welcome. I'm about to get off duty right now. There's a great pub. You want to hop in the cab and go to the pub?
Yeah, okay. I'm coming.
Aye.
Thank you, Nicole. We're here with Professor Jay Pope from Fresno Pacific University, and we have a couple of questions to ask him about cognitive maps. So thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. It's good to be here.
Great. So, what do you know about cognitive maps with route and survey knowledge?
Well, I know that the brain is organized in a certain way to be able to see the environment in certain ways, and there are several different ways in which our brains can take advantage of the information we have in front of us to get us to where we need to go. And so it's been divided up into route maps and survey maps. This is kind of a popular way of organizing what we know about the brain into ways in which we can find out how to get where it is that we're trying to get to. And so it's not my area of expertise, but I know enough about it to be able to be passively knowledgeable.
Perfect, great. And I'm sure you visited London before.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
Have you ever been in a cab with a London taxi driver?
I have on a couple of occasions. The first one was back in 2009, and then I did a follow-up visit in 2010, and then most recently on this trip in 2013. And on each occasion, the first thing you need to know is they're incredibly polite. But when you say where it is that you want to go, 2 out of the 3 times I've taken a cab ride in London, where it is that I wanted to go, I actually got the name wrong and they corrected me. And they said, now, is this what you're after, or is it this that you're after? And then I said, oh, it's this one, and then so they knew right where to go. Mm-hmm. And so you can't actually see what their brains are doing as they're thinking about where they're going to take you. But it's amazing how you can tell that the wheels are turning and there's a lot going on up there. Mm-hmm. And they take you right to where it is that you need to go. They will give you usually a time estimate periodically, and it's not a computer time estimate. They'll just tell you it's probably going to be about 6 more minutes, 5 more minutes, and they've always been exactly right on those 3 occasions. They also have this curious thing of they also know not only where it is that they're taking you, but they know what side of this, they know the route to take to be able to drop you off right in front of the hotel. So because there are a lot of one-way streets, and so they don't drop you off on the opposite side of the street and say, okay, can you walk across from here? They take you right to the curbside and right where it is that you need to go.
Oh wow, that's impressive. All right, and between survey and route knowledge, which one would you say is the most useful?
I have to answer this question very personally. I'm much better at a survey understanding of location. Because I feel like if I have an understanding of a survey map, then I feel like then the route map is easier for me to follow because I have kind of reference points in my head. And so route maps are great if you're trying to get somewhere quickly, like when someone says, okay, turn left, then right, then left, then right, and then you can follow that. But I generally like to know what the lay of the land is whenever I travel to a certain place. And so having that broad knowledge lets me approximate where it is that I'm going. So if I miss a turn, I know that it's basically over there. So I always refer to that survey map in my head.
Got it. Well, thank you for visiting us and answering some of our questions.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What a delight that was to have Professor Jay Pope have an interview with us on cognitive maps. Next, we'll be showing a short video clip demonstrating route knowledge.
Excuse me. Are you lost?
Yeah.
Where do you need to go?
I'm trying to find East Hall.
Okay, well there's a couple different ways you can go. If you look here on the map, you can go this way, all the way around the green and back to East Hall, or you can just go directly out of here that way or that way. So you can choose which way you want to go.
All right, thank you very much.
In this demonstration, you were able to see the difference between route knowledge and survey knowledge. The boy was clearly lost and they only knew of one way to his destination, which is route knowledge, but I was able to show him 3 other ways, which is an example of survey knowledge, and that kind of gives you a brief idea of the route knowledge versus survey knowledge. Back to you, Monica.
Thank you, Allison. Here we have a whole brain. Spatial knowledge has been attributed to the brain area called the hippocampus. The hippocampus is shown here in green. This discovery was originally attributed in an experiment with rats when scientists discovered place cells. These place cells would light up during activities involving spatial cognition. The hippocampus is also thought to be involved in spatial learning in humans. So as we can see, cognitive maps are involved and important in everyday lives. So thank you for joining us and have a great week. Until next time.
What made it hard? Like, what did you help? Okay, hold on. You can.
Yeah.
Cool.
In this demonstration, you revealed. You really camera shy.
I'm not good
Or
with that.
go, say
I'm not good with accent. Hello, I love London.
Demonstrating route knowledge.